Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I am building a park lot here in the world of Sulani. So with this new expansion pack, Island Living, we got a new community lot type, which is a beach lot. And on these lots, there is no technical requirements of things you have to include. You could probably just leave it a empty beach lot if you want to, but I wanted to add a few activities and things for your Sims to do. And ever since I got my hands on this pack, I've had this idea of doing a beach lot that had one of these kind of lifeguard posts in it, or something that would have maybe extra floaties or snorkeling equipment. And I really like the way it turned out. I think it's so cute. I looked at so many different pictures on Pinterest trying to figure out exactly how I wanted it to look, and the style that I end up going for is a little bit more of a shabby look. I wanted it to look like it has been here a very long time, and I end up using one of the turquoise wallpapers because they are so pretty and I love the way they look. They're just so bright and fun, and I just add a bunch of decorations around it. On the beach itself, I do include a bathroom. We did get one of those community bathroom stalls that you can't actually see inside of. It's just like a wormhole that your Sim goes into to use the bathroom. I think they can shower in those, if I remember correctly. I might be mistaken about that. I'm not exactly sure, but you'll see me include that here in a little while. I was kind of thinking about not including it because literally across the street from this lot, there's another one. So if you don't like it for whatever reason and you want to place it on this lot, there's one close by. And then I get a few lounge chairs, and I decided to use the lounge chairs that we got with the base game update because they're more plasticky looking, and of course they come in some really fun colors too, which I really liked for this lot. But I liked the plasticky look of them because it felt more like a community lot type of lounge chair. I feel like the other ones that have the wicker frames or wooden frames, I feel like those ones look a little bit fancier, like they would be in homes or spas or hotels or something, and these ones look like you would find them on the beach. And I stacked some of them up on the porch of this little lifeguard hut, I think is what I'm going to call it. I do stack up some chairs here in just a moment because I was going to do that, but I decided I liked the lounge chairs better. And then I also included some coolers and some beach towels, of course, and a few random just clutter items, trying to make it look like people are, actively using the beach. And I really like the way that looked. I did think about including the vending machine that we got with this lot, or with this pack rather, but I decided that I didn't really think that was necessary because not too far from this lot there is one of those vending machines. I'm not exactly sure what all you can get in there. I think there's little pictures on the front of it that shows everything that you can buy. I think you can get snorkel equipment, maybe food. I'm not exactly sure, but you'll see me try to place it here in just a moment. But here's where I placed the bathroom. I decided to face it away from the actual beach lot because I felt like it just made more sense for me that way. And so I just put some landscaping around it and a few decorations. I put a trash can over there in case you need one. And then here I'm just picking out some decorations to put around the beach hut because when I was looking at pictures, I saw that so many of these lifeguard huts have a bunch of inner tubes, buoys, random decorations, stickers, signs, all kinds of things on them. So I do put a few random decorations on it, and I really like the way that looks, especially these buoys with that fishnet that we got from Cats and Dogs. I think it works so well in this world, especially on this type of lot. Here I was kind of struggling with the roof and how I wanted it to look. I do leave it like this for a little while, and then at the very end of the video I switch up the roof because this one I felt like just didn't really suit, I don't know, the style that I was going for, I guess. And yeah, you'll see I try to add a bunch of different things. This sign that I have on the ground right now, not the surfboard sign, but that metal one, is I think a no pooping sign for your pets, and so I end up putting that over by the toilet just because I thought it was kind of funny. But I do put the surfboard behind this lifeguard hut, kind of like just a sign for the beach. I really like that object a lot. I really wish though that we would have got a simpler surfboard that just sticks into the sand that didn't have all of those extra decorations. I would be using that like crazy, but This one is still really nice, even though it has all of the extra decorations on it. There's like stickers and stuff. It is really cool, but I would have loved a simpler one. But yeah, here you'll see that I'm just adding some more landscaping, trying to kind of hide the bathroom a little bit. I do end up putting one of the inner tubes, I think, on the back of it. I put a light on the back of it too, so it's kind of lit up and your Sims can see at night. I thought about using some of these skateboards over here. I sized them up on the back of the Lifeguard hut to look more like surfboards or boogie boards or something like that, and I think they look so good that way. I really enjoyed using them. But here you'll see I am picking out a couple of these lounge chairs, some umbrellas too. I was thinking about using them in the white color, but then I wanted them to be more like colorful and fun because that's just more of the style that I wanted to go for here. And I used these umbrellas that I think came from Get Together. I'm not exactly sure if that's correct, but I think they did. And yeah, I thought them in this yellow color worked really nice. And then I switched out the color of the chairs to be a turquoise color. So here for a moment, I did think about using that vending machine. That one came from Get to Work, but I didn't quite like the way that looked. You could probably put it on the interior of this Lifeguard hut if you wanted to. Maybe that would make it a little bit more useful because I was kind of struggling with making it useful. I don't know if it's really that big of a deal because I more used it for its looks and I think it looks really cute. At the very end of the video, you will see that I go onto the interior and I use one of those shelf displays that we got with this pack that has all of the scuba equipment, and I used some extra bottles that I think came from Get to Work. You'll see it just at the very end, and I think it actually looks really, really good that way. And then here I am placing some beach towels, and something I noticed while playtesting it, that the beach towels are facing the wrong direction, so the Sims were actually sunbathing away from the water. And I found this to be kind of frustrating because if you look at the prints on the towels, a lot of them actually have at least what I think of as like an obvious top and bottom, and so I faced the bottom towards the water thinking that the Sims' feet would be that direction, but no, it was the opposite, so I do have to flip them around, which isn't too big of a deal, but I guess it was kind of bothering me a little bit. But either way, it works just fine. Here I did think about including some of these, I think they're called aqua zips in game, but I decided that I didn't really like them here on this lot, so I just have a couple of floaties, and I think I do include one of the boats, but it got deleted for whatever reason when I placed it into a new world, because I placed it into a new world to take the screenshots. I forget exactly why, but it didn't place the boat when I did that, and I kind of forgot about it, so you won't see it in the screenshots. If I remember, I will place it there before I upload it to the gallery, so you can actually use a boat if you were using this lot. And this was so much fun to play test. Like, I kind of thought when I first saw that we had beach lots that they would be not really that useful and maybe not that fun to build, but I had a lot of fun playing in it and building in it. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it a lot. But here you can see I'm going into the debug menu. I don't really add that many debug objects. I add a palm tree because figured maybe you'd want to do some collecting, but I added that little bucket and shovel. So your Sims, it's the item that your Sims use when they're building sandcastles, and I thought that was such a cute decoration to use. But here you'll see it that I switched up the roof line, and then I'm adding this snorkeling, scuba diving equipment in here, and I add a few extra of those bottles like I mentioned. I did think about including this food hut to make this hut a little bit more useful, but then I didn't think that really made sense. So you could do this. It definitely works if you have the half wall in front of it. Your Sims will still be able to go order food and get their food. I've done that in a few different builds, but I decided for this one that wasn't exactly how I wanted it to be. But here you will see that I find those canisters. I'm not exactly sure how to describe them. These ones right here, I thought they looked like extra like oxygen tanks for your Sims to go scuba diving, so I really like the way that looks. But this is basically it for this entire build. I'm just adding the few final decorations, and then we are already onto the screenshots. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one, and hopefully you guys do enjoy it if you decide to download it and play with it. And yeah, enjoy the screenshots, and thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!
Some people have written books, some have a great look that covers the magazines for kids who are 17, but I don't know what to do. staring into the blue sky and just waiting for a sign. Some, they are certain of what awaits them when it all ends, but I don't know what will happen to me. Will I be remembered in a century, or will I be forgotten like dust in the wind, or the talk of the town that we are living in? Well, I don't know, I don't know. How could I know what lies ahead of me? Am I part of a